Hi friends, today we're going to do my less than 10-minute writing exercise that will improve your writing by expanding your vocabulary. I've selected 3 words for us to play around with in our writing today, and they are parlay, pretentious, and minuscule. Parlay, pretentious, and minuscule. We're going to use each one of these words in a sentence so we can better understand them by putting them into context. I'll give you general definitions, and I've also included links below to Merriam-Webster's website where you can find the formal definitions along with pronunciations and any additional information. Let's get started with parlay and put parlay in a sentence, or use parlay in a sentence. And parlay can either be a verb, an action word, or a noun, a word that describes a person, place, or a thing. Let's first use parlay as a verb. And parlay means to exploit successfully or to transform into something of greater value. All right, parlay is a verb. By saving time spent on each job, he parlayed a situation of cutting even to finally making a profit. So this guy was just cutting even all the time. He analyzed and worked really hard on his understanding how much time he's spending on each job, and he parlayed that into making it successful, his business successful. Now let's use it as a noun. Financial advisors find parlays to help increase their clients' wealth. So in this case, we're using it as a noun. However, in this particular sentence, I would probably be more apt to say financial advisors find opportunities to help increase their clients' wealth. But instead, finding parlays, finding ways to exploit certain maybe tax codes or whatever to help find their clients some means to increase their wealth. Anyway, let's move on to pretentious. And pretentious is an adjective, a word that describes, and it means exaggerated worth or importance. She never understood why her parents wanted to move to a town filled with such pretentious people. So we're describing the people as pretentious. This girl doesn't understand why her parents wants to move them to this town with all these pretentious people. These people that exaggerate their worth or wealth, and downright annoying, I would imagine, people that think they're better than everyone else or whatever. Anyway, pretentious. Let's move on to minuscule. Minuscule can either be an adjective, a word that describes, or a noun, a word that represents a person, place, or thing. Minuscule, minuscule means very small, or can also mean a writing style having small forms. Let's first use it as an adjective. The only evidence from the crime scene was minuscule. So these detectives or whoever collected evidence from the crime scene, but it was only very small evidence that they're going to have to try to analyze in order to figure out the crime. Let's use minuscule as a noun. The script was written in minuscules. So it's written in these small forms. And I don't think we use minuscule that often to describe a type of writing form. It could probably be confused if someone used it that way, unless you're writing, say, a story about maybe where people find some sort of writing that they don't quite understand, and they describe it as having these small forms that are called minuscules. Anyway, 3 interesting, wonderful words: parlay, pretentious, and minuscule. Use them in a sentence, play around with them, make them part of you so that they're available when you're writing, so you can expand your vocabulary. Anyway, if you enjoyed this writing exercise, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy writing.